Alright, hello everyone, let's take a look what we've got here. Now today is 1st of July, so let's start with the monthly. Okay, I've already posted the swing hours and the days yesterday afternoon my time, so those are already up and running. What do we have here? Now as you can see, we've got a few rejections from the top on the monthly, and that level 75 is going to be a sell-off level, 76, 79, 2423. So we're going to put that on there as a monthly if the market does go up. 2423 is there. All right, just in case. Let me actually put in the astro hours for today as well. All right, so these are the hours. Now let's take a look. Okay, I'm just going to go over the hours in general. Now this is not a bad spot where we can expect a breakout until 9 o'clock. Okay, so we've got 8 o'clock here. All right, and this is 10 past 5. Now this 6:30 time period from here to here, market might just go sideways. 6 to 6:30. Let's just do this 6 to 6:30. If you want to wait till 8, it's fine. If the market needs to break out, it needs to come to 2,339. Okay, so there. The reason for that is on the monthly, as you can see, that's the high level. The support level is 66 if we decide to go down. 2,260. Actually, let me put that in there. 2,260 is going to be a monthly level right there. Okay, and we've got, that's Thursday, so we'll have a Thursday, Friday, Monday up day, and if we want to swing from the highs, it's doable. On the weekly, that first level is going to be 61. 61 is 2,339. That's why I put that there. Okay. And on the daily, we've got 54, which is 2,343 is your target zone there. So if the market does come up here, this is going to be like a sell zone, both for the weekly. Now this is a bit tricky. We've got a sideways market on the weekly. Last week I said this was tricky as well. Remember, we've got a breakout here on gold, and I did say I don't like going against the PST. Thursday was a swing day. From the lows it went up nicely. If I just take this and twist it around, take it from that low into this low, and then stick this up here, this is where we're at. So there are two situations that can happen. Okay, the market can go up there and pull down, or into the blue line, which is your LCL1, which is 2,367, which will keep it on the records as well here, 2,367. So we've got room for those. But this is if we do a 1 high, 2 high, a 3 high, and then the market dips down, then pushing down is not a bad idea. I've marked this zone here because this is the zone, demand zone from last week. So if we do come down here, okay, this zone again is going to be a buy zone, and on the daily, as you can see, that's going to be your blue line there, that 40 zone, which is 2289, right? So 2289, 2284, 2284 is there. 2289, 2289 is there. All right, so this is the zone here. So we've got a buy zone here, and this is also the daily support zone. As you know, I prefer PST levels always, So if we dip down there on the daily as well, this is going to be on the PST level a buy opportunity down here. Okay, once again we have to be careful. Why? Because of the breakout, and like I said, I don't like to stand in front of it. Depending on how this is going to pan out today, we'll see. If we break out above the 2,339, it's actually good for us. We'll have opportunity to push further up into that 2391, but with caution, because we've got this zone here. All right, so we've got that 54, 2,343 plus that LCL 12367. So like I said, buying on the pullback is okay to go long, and selling the high is also okay, because this thing can go both ways based on the PST. Okay, now that weekly support is 59.2320 at Astro hours or swing hours. Not a bad idea to do that from the lows here. But that 2,320 is down here on the weekly pivot. Okay, so the market coming down here, it's also the low of Friday. Sweeping and then going back up is also an option. If the market dips down in your swing hours, you could do that too. All right. What I like on this is if the market keeps pushing up, we're going to have a 1, 2, 3 up move, and you can see the sell-off is from here. If I turn this into a 4, okay, you'll see a big sell-off here. Where are we? Let's make this a little bigger. So that's one level there, and that's the other level there, and they're like pretty much intertwined. So if I do this, okay, which is also fine because it matches this 2,367 as well with this. I'm going to take this peak, and the bar is that one, and I'll pull it all the way in there. Right. So then we have a 1, 2, 3 here. If the market pulls back, then we can push up. If it breaks down on the pull up, we can sell off. Okay, but obviously there's going to be liquidity here. There's a gap here as well. The market will want to fill. It's already filled in that gap, so filling this gap and then selling off is also an option. So just mark those areas nicely, and then you can trade off them. Okay, and that's basically it for gold. Let's push that forward. Also try to do your trading on swing days, like Monday, Tuesday. It's a swing day for this one, and then this will probably take us into it'll probably take us into Friday if we find direction today. Okay. Today and tomorrow. Euro dollar, it's a new month. Let's take a look. We're right on the edge there, as you can see. So 49, 1.0781, 1.0781 is there. So the market has a monthly there on the PST. Let's take a look at the weekly. That weekly is quite high there, as you can see. If it decides to go up, we'll see how things pan out. But for us, we'd like it to come further down. Okay. So nothing on the weekly. Let's take a look at the daily. We've got 55, 53, 1.0761, 1.0776, 1.0798. So 076598. 0765 is here. .98 is here. Okay, so this is also fine. There's a big gap here because of the elections. Le Pen won in France. I think that's got an impact with this as well. But you can see on the daily as well, this zone is pretty much a good buy kiss zone there. So we have a runner, market pushing up, and then selling this zone is, again, I think, not a bad idea. If we're at swing hours at the highs, I think selling is okay. Let's take a look at SP 500. Here we are on the monthly. Now on the monthly, as you can see, we were right on the line there, 70, which is 5471. Okay, so 5471, which the market has already done. 5471 is there, and it's like pretty much above that. Okay, that's your 5471, and that's where the market, as you can see, opened up today, right on the monthly. Okay, on a weekly basis, let's take a look. Do we still have room to go up? Well, as you can see, the bar last week also closed high. Maybe we'll have a bit of room to push if the market does decide to go up. 5645 is a bit out there. We'll keep it on the radar though, because it's a weekly level. And on the daily, it's a question mark. Okay, on the daily, we'll have to see how the price is doing on the 69, which is 5,490. So this is a zone we'll have to look out for, which is right there actually right now. $5,490. So we can get rid of this and that, plus this. Okay. Now mark the swing days for the indices as well. So we'll have to see how things work with this one. 81 is 5,604. If the market decides to go up, we're going to have to target that. Okay, and we'll see how the rest pans out. Okay, so on the weekly, as you can see, this could go anywhere up or down. If you want to buy it, I'd wait so that we come to a decent level where, for example, 55 is a good buy kiss on the daily. That level is 5445. So 5445. 5445. Okay, so this is where it is, and then let's take a look where else. That's that level. So if we have a breakdown, 52.49, they're also on the cards as well. So if you want to sell, what you have to do is do it on the upside, and if you want to push it down, then that's your first line. And then we've got 52.49, which is 5435, 5424. No, that was not right. Let me just double check first. I think 5435. Okay, so they're pretty close. 5435 is there, and 24 is lower, just there. So if you're thinking about buying at a swing hour, the lows down here are the better option. If the market comes down into a swing hour, and moves back in quickly, then that might be an option to go back in again, since the market is bullish. But we are expecting the market to start pull back a little bit, because we're like really high levels there. Okay, and we'll see how things pan out. Just trade it on the swing days. I've made a video on Sunday about it. The best way to trade is using the swing days and the swing hours at a technical price. That way you're safe, your risk is really small, and the majority of your trades will be good. Let's take a look at Dow Jones. New month. Here we are on the support. On the monthly, we've got a breakout here. 39,691. 39,691 is a bit out there. But if it gets there, it's a sell. Okay, so that's zone. And this is also a good kind of a peak formation where the market might just keep pushing down. Let's take a look at the weekly. LCL1 plus the 60, that's going to be 39,357. 39,357. Okay, well, somewhere here. Okay, 39,357. Also on that 60, 39,504. 39,504 there. So once again, this level and that level at a swing hour might not be a bad idea to push the market down. The weekly support is going to be 49, which is 38,600. 38,600 down here. Okay. The daily support is 50, which is 38,996. So you're going to have to 38,996. This is the zone to trade, the manager trade. 38,996. Well, let's call it 39. Okay, just round it up a little bit, round it down a little bit, and that's how it is. Okay. So this is in the middle of nowhere. That's a high, that's a low. So weekly pivot is also okay to sell off. That level is okay to sell off. If you want to go down, I think that's the better option, to kind of like go down. The gaps are filled, market's indecisive. Any up move into the resistance at a swing hour, okay to sell down. If it breaks above that weekly level, 60, don't stand in front of it. We'll have to reevaluate it. Nasdaq. Once again, Nasdaq as well. Use your swing days. Sometimes swing days are different, sometimes they're not. So just try to use them. Now a bit of a pullback into 71 might be on the cards. That's 19,534. So market coming into 19,534 might be a place where the market might buy, because that's the good buy kiss on the PST. Okay, as you can see, this is huge, right? It's like really big zones, and it looks like there's no stopping it. It's like really big zones there. So it needs to pull back a little bit, I think, before we can continue to go up. On the weekly, resistance is 74. So 20,015, if we get up there, will be again a resistance level, as you can see. there. Okay, so if we get up there, selling is not a bad idea. On swing hours, your support for the day is 58.19.672. So 19.672 here. All right. So support there. Might do a bit of a sweep, so be mindful. So this might be a buy level. If we come down first, buying to go up is not a bad idea. If it breaks below this and comes back quickly, might be an opportunity to go long. But if it breaks down and sticks around here, for a while and not going back up as quickly as we'd like it to be, like this, for example, it came down and pushed up quickly, right? Then if it doesn't push up quickly, then we could further slip down, so be mindful. On the daily, as you can see, no PST levels there. There's a break downwards here. On the weekly as well, as you can see, it's that level there. That 65, like I said, is, let's put that in there as well, 19.405. 19.405. Okay, is there. Alright, so we haven't really got breakouts that we can say, what, on the pullback we're going to go short again or whatever. But as you can see, this is a impulse wave where the market has ABC'd up, closed the gaps. Okay, so pushing down is an option, and then if it does, it should bring us down here if that's the case. Okay, there, and then possibly into, if it keeps pushing further down, maybe here or here. Well, we'll see. There. Alright, so we'll see how that pans out, but selling also is looking like a good option. Okay, and that's that. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. On Bitcoin as well, you can see, there we are. Now remember, I did say, I think I said Sunday was swing day for this, so if you mark that opportunity, you should have been fine. Okay, let's see where we're at on the monthly. Here's the monthly. As you can see, they've done the monthly targets, big push down, come to the monthly targets there, nice and easy. Here we don't have much to talk about. Maybe they'll push up into 73, which is 83. But on the weekly, as you can see, we've got more room to come down. So what to do? As you can see, we're going sideways here on the weekly. Let's turn this into a daily chart. Here we are. Right, so this is the zone we're in. The market came down into that zone and pushing up. So like I said last week, you've got to buy the lows and sell the highs here. Not much to talk about other than that, and that's basically it. Sunday being a swing day, fine. I think the other days were also good, so let's just do this. Extend these all the way out here. Okay, there we go. And this is it. This is the rectangle. So buying the lows to push up is okay. Selling the highs is okay to push down until we have a breakout. Now, if this weekly goes on, so we've got 60 and then the HCL1. So 60 is a price of 66,822. a bit out there. Let's turn this into a 1 hour chart. Okay, so you're going to have to kind of like marketing 68,200. 68. Alright, so based on that weekly there, so make it a note, make a note of it. If you're trading Bitcoin, that 60 level is 66, oh sorry, that's 66,822. 66,822. $8.22. Alright, so it's in this zone somewhere. And let's just see this. Okay, so that might be, yeah, that might be okay. And this is also, as you can see, a big push here. Alright, so this is why it's stalling here. Now the market can still push down, okay, but on the daily you can see there's a target there, 55, 64,887. So 64. 64,887 is around there as well. And that's basically it. Okay, and then we've got that 65 there on the price. So this zone is still okay. On the daily, if you want to sell it down, this is going to be the zone here. But as you can see, the market broke that swing, but not that one. So sellers, if people want to come in to sell, I would do it on this bar here, because there's a slight gap there. Alright, slight gap. Well, not a big gap actually. Alright, so this zone might be also a place where the market might sell in. So if we go up, pushing further down, it's not a bad idea. This will be then an ABC format, coming into the supply zone to sell off where the market broke off that swing, closed under it, giving us an opportunity to sell again on the pullback. Okay, downwards. And that's it.